Hey guys, so today we're going to look at escape characters. Sometimes you just need a little escape. Generally, this happens when you are trying to print a string that has illegal characters like double quotes or hashtags or backslashes or things like that that you can't particularly print because the Python interpreter says that those aren't printable characters. Those are maybe the end of a string or a comment or something like that. So today we're going to look at how to use escape characters to print illegal strings, things that would ordinarily be illegal, and then we're going to see how those things can be really useful at times. So let's go ahead and go to the desktop. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, of course, is open up our command line. And we're going to change to our directory, and that is c:\/ Python code. Make sure all our folders up to exercise 6 are in there. And we're going to open Notepad++. And we'll zap what was there yesterday. We will save our document as number 7. Save that. And we are ready to go. All right, so let's look at a character, a string, and see what happens. First of all, we're going to create a variable. We're going to call it text string, and we're going to make it equal to, we are the so-called Vikings. Okay, and we're going to try to print that. And what we're going to find is that it doesn't work. When we try to print it, we're going to get an error. And the reason is because it thinks that the string is ended way before it has. Okay, so _7.py. Yep, sure enough. You can't do that. We have invalid syntax. The string ends right here at the so-called. This stuff after that, Python does not recognize it as part of the string because we have these double quotes in here. Now, yes, we could have used single quotes to surround it, and that would have worked, but sometimes there are times when you can't do that for whatever reason. And so what we need to do is look at an escape character. Basically, what that involves is using a backslash in front of the character that you want to print. So let's go back and re-edit this. And we're going to put a backslash in here and a backslash in here. We're going to save it. We're going to rerun it. And sure enough, look at that. We get our double quotes. Even though the string is surrounded by double quotes, we can still print our double quotes. And we get no errors. Everything works exactly as expected. That is the benefit of the escape characters. These technically should be illegal to print because we surrounded our string in double quotes. And we tried to also print double quotes. Had we not used these escape characters, we would have gotten, well, you saw it, we got an error. There are many escape characters that we could use. We can use, there's a single quote, a backslash, carriage returns, new lines, all these things basically require escape characters in order to print. For example, a backslash. Let's say we wanted to print a backslash. Let's go ahead and drop down. And we're going to go text to I want to print a backslash. Okay, so if we try to print that, let's see what happens. Excuse me. Ah, there's an error. You can't do that. You cannot do that because the backslash is recognized as a special character and you can't print it like that. However, if I stick 2 of them in there, now I'm making this my escape character for the thing I want to print. And we save that. Oops. Did I miss one? Oh, there's a period after that. Yeah, you can't have things outside of the can't have things outside of the quotes either when you're trying to print. My bad. Let's try that again. That's a good troubleshooting trick. Sometimes when you look at something, you don't see the forest for the trees. All right, so we are. Oh, and I didn't ever print it. Wow. I'm having a tough time today. I'm going to call that text backslash. Now let's try it. It's been a rough day already. There we go. So I want to print a backslash. Notice only one of them prints. The other one is used as an escape character to show me that that is not a special character. It's a thing I need to print. Okay, so let's look at some other things that we can print. Let's say we have a hexadecimal value. Okay, so this is hex. X48, X65, basically this is hexadecimal numbers in the base 16 system. And what we're going to do is we're going to convert them into English and then print them. So let's make sure this time we remember to print them. This, I think, will surprise you. All right, so we're going to Python. Look at that. That's weird. Where did the hello come from? Well, X48 is the hex number that corresponds with the text letter H. E, L, same thing again, L, O. However, if we had just typed this out without the backslash characters, it would not have decoded them. It would have just printed X48, X65, X6C, so on. So this is another reason if you need to embed hexadecimal code to transfer it to text or change it to a color. There's all kinds of things that you might be able to do with that, but you need to use the escape characters. Otherwise, the encoding won't work, and you'll just get a string of kind of peculiar-looking text. So that's kind of a weird thing to do. Let's see here. All right, let's do one more. This time we're going to do a backspace. So if you may be aware that characters like line ends, carriage returns, backspaces and forward spaces and tabs, those are actually just characters. They're invisible characters. They get printed or they get typed in, and when you type one in, it happens. It backs up. So let's go ahead and try a backspace. We're going to make our new string is equal to hello world. We're going to print text backspace. All right, so what should happen? That is a backspace. And so what it should do, it should back this up to where there's no spaces in this string when we print it. So let's see if that works. Save. And sure enough, we got rid of our space. We printed a backspace character using the escape character from Python. So we got rid of the got rid of the space between hello and world. There are times when you want to print a backspace or a tab or something like that, and you don't want to do it actually in the string itself, because the string may be a dynamic string that you're adding characters to or taking characters away from. And so you put the backspace in where you think it ought to go. If you try that with a dynamic string, sometimes you'll put it in the wrong place as you add characters and take away characters around it. In this case, though, you just put the \b in there, and it doesn't matter how many characters you add in front of or behind, it's going to backspace where it's supposed to. So there are times when you might need to print a backspace character or a line return character. So that essentially is what escape characters do. They allow you to print illegal characters. So I hope that was helpful. Go through, complete the assignment, make sure that when you're done and you have everything working in the assignment, that you use the Start Assignment button in Canvas and turn that in, and I'll get it graded as quickly as possible. If you have any questions, contact me through the Canvas inbox, and I will hopefully see you in class sometime. Have a good day, and stay safe.